Good morning, class 7 children. Today I will start the new chapter. This is nervous system. And as children, you know that any system is having a unit structure about it. As I taught you in the previous video about the excretory system. So there will be the unit structure of a kidney or excretory system. It is the nephron. And now today I will start the nervous system. So today I will discuss about the unit structure of the nervous system. It is neuron. So children, first we should know what is the unit structure. Unit structure means this one or maybe the million. All are responsible to make the system, and this system either it works properly or not, or it has some proper management or not. It can function very easily and very powerful function is there, or it is doing in less in amount. Everything depends on the unit of that structure. So today we will start the unit structure of the nervous system is neuron. So neuron is a cell obviously, and this cell neuron is always found in animals, not in the plants, because if plants have sense organ, then any time we are plucking flowers, fruits, we are plucking leaves, so there is no shouting at all from the plants. But according to animals, that we have sense organ, so by the sense organ they can feel, they can respond. So first they get the stimuli and then they will show the response. That means first they will get some effect which is read by or understand by your sense organ, and then sense organ will give it to the brain, and then brain will give some order to do some work, and that will be known as response. So every sense organ, first they collect the stimuli and then they will show some response. So this or you can say all these things can be done by the neuron. So what is the neuron is over. Now what is the proper structure of the neuron? Today I will explain. So neuron have mainly two parts, cyton and axon. Cyton is also called as cell body. It is also known as cell body. So in structure of neuron, you can see here star-shaped structure. This is the main part of the neuron. That's why one name is given cell body. Now it is known as cyton. So this is the main part of the neuron or nerve cell. Then in that cell there is presence of nucleus. Yes children, yet you are in class 7, but you should know it. Yet it is animal cell, as you studied in class 6, that animal cell and plant cell, there is the main difference, or one difference is there, that presence of centrosome. Centrosome is present in animal cell, not present in the plant cell. But yet it is the animal cell, but there is no centrosome. So effect of the centrosome will be, these neurons cannot divide any time through the lifespan. So they do not have centrosome, only nucleus and cytoplasm. This much is enough for you. These star-shaped structure, cyton, they have some projections. Here I draw by the green color some projections of their protoplasm arise outside to the cell body. If it is singular, then it is known as dendron, and if it is plural, then it is called as dendrite. So these dendrites acts as antenna, as we had earlier, that we use that antenna to collect the waves, and these waves will from the satellite, and these waves can help us to show our programs in our television. So these are acts as antenna, and from that surrounding they can collect the message and will give to cytosol or in the cell body. One projection, it becomes long, thin and tubular shape. It is known as axon. So now children, this axon is a long, thin, tubular shaped structure. So it should have some protection from the outside. So to protect this axon, there are here children, please see, the green colored cells are present over that axon. These are termed as Schwann cell, yet it is not in your book. Please children, you learn it. SCHWANN, Schwann cell. This Schwann cell covers the part of the axon, and yet it is animal cell. So animal cell do not have their cell wall for their protection. So for their protection, above this Schwann cell, there is one layer here I have drawn by the red color. This is known as the myelin sheath. Myelin sheath, as children, everywhere you have seen, or all of you know very well, that any wire is not open throughout their lining. Everywhere there is covering over it. So this covering make them insulate, that if we will touch also, then we will not feel any current through it. So in this way they are also having myelin sheath which make them insulate. Otherwise message will be transferred when they are touched with each other, and then no message can be interpreted with the brain, and we can't understand any type of message. Now the last part of neuron. This axon will be divided and redivided into different parts, and each part of it becomes swollen and forms the bulb. It is also not written in a book. Please children, learn it. This last part of the axon will be changes into bulb. So this is the proper structure of the neuron, and function of each I told you, that cytosol is the cell body which help to do each and every function of that cell along with the nucleus, and these are the dendrites which help to collect the message from other cells or surroundings. Then through axon it will form the nerve. Axon is covered by the Schwann cell. This axon, there is no nucleus, nothing to do, and only simple tubular structure is there. So that's why everything is done by the Schwann cell. And to cover the Schwann cell or to protect the Schwann cell, there is one covering, that is myelin sheath, which make them insulate. Last part of axon will be divided and redivided, and then end part of each bifurcated part of the axon will be changes into bulb like structure. They are called as bulb. So this is the structure of neuron. Now children, I will come to the synapse. According to your book, it is not given too much, but I want to tell you something extra. Synapse is the joining place of two neurons. As children, we can join two thread, two row, and we are putting some knot in between these two parts. Then we get some knotted area. But nerves cells or neurons are not joined with each other. Never. See, one neuron, here I have not labeled each and everything. One neuron is there. This neuron have green color dendrites. Then come to the lower end. Again, these are the Schwann cell. This is the myelin sheath. This is the last part of the axon, and axon, last part of the axon is swollen, forms the bulb. Now it is the next neuron. Next neuron also have the same structure, dendrite, nucleus and cytoplasm, and again it will be completed like the first one structure. But children, here it is not given in your book class 7 children, please learn it. Here it is, some dotted area I have shown here. Here there are some presence of some fluid. So in that fluid, all the messages carried by the cyton, then axon, through the bulb, it is given to the neurotransmitter. This fluid is called as neurotransmitter. That means they can help the neuron to transmit the message from one to another. That's why simple name I am telling you, and there are so many names and there are so many types of chemicals, but children, you don't bother about it. Only you know about the neurotransmitter. Common name it is. As you are using perfume. So perfume is the common name, but the different names of it is a different chemical. So like that, it is the common name neurotransmitter. This neurotransmitter collect the messages from the previous neuron, and here all the messages will be there, and then next neuron will collect the message from this neurotransmitter. In this way, they can transmit or they can pass the messages from one neuron to another neuron with the help of neurotransmitter. And this place is known as the synapse. According to your book, it is given here that neuron communicate. As children, you can understand, communication means verbal communication, or you have to communicate your opinions, messages either by writing or by verbal or by anyhow. That means you will transfer it from one to another. That is communicate. So here it is also given according to your book. Synapse is the place where two neurons communicates with each other, and this junction, that means the synapse. Here in that junction, one part there will be the last part of the neuron, and another part there will be the upper part or first part of the neuron. When these two are present in that neurotransmitter, then they will form the synapse. Yet that about the neurotransmitter is not given in your book, but children, I am telling you, you should know it. Simply, the messages cannot be transferred from one neuron to another neuron simply by the bulb. And after giving the message to the neurotransmitter, one neuron becomes free. It can collect another message from another side, or for another message they can pass it. So after putting the message into the neurotransmitter, one neuron becomes free, and then when next one is taking, so next one will give the message to the third one, then again second one will be free. So in this way, the messages can pass from one neuron to another neuron, and this is known as the synapse. And yet children, please you remember it, that synapse, in that synapse or in that area, two neurons are never joined. Only they communicate their message from each other, or you can say from one neuron to another neuron. This is known as the synapse. Okay children, for today it is over. Thank you. God bless you.